I think Dwayne Haskins serves no purpose in the NFL.
Boom. Roasted.
I think he should never see an NFL field again.
Boom. Roasted.
I can't wait for him to be a big star in the XFL in 2022.
Boom. Roasted.
I can't wait for him to prove that he deserves to be in the CFL, because that's as far as he should get to being in the NFL ever again.
Quarterbacks being taken in the draft are not a new system at all. It's not a new thought. It's not something that isn't done every other year. Essentially, the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks are usually taken within the first round because the quarterback position in the NFL is that important. Well, just a few years ago, the Washington football team decided to take a chance at the number 15 selection and take Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State, where Justin Fields is from. Now he's a free agent looking for a job on the NFL market. Looking at what he was able to do or not able to do in Washington has us all thinking, is Dwayne Haskins the biggest bust in NFL history? Nick, I'm going to let you start because I think this one was more about your thoughts here.
I can't stand Dwayne Haskins. I think Dwayne Haskins serves no purpose in the NFL. I think he should never see an NFL field again. I can't wait for him to be a big star in the XFL in 2022. I can't wait for him to prove that he deserves to be in the CFL, because that's as far as he should get to being in the NFL ever again. Dwayne Haskins, he doesn't know how to handle himself off the field. He doesn't know how to handle himself on the field. He doesn't know how to handle himself around his teammates. He has no friends on the Washington football team. Have you ever seen Dwayne Haskins on the sideline talking to his teammates? Have you ever seen Dwayne Haskins talk about his teammates off the field? No. Dwayne Haskins does no such thing. He's not a team leader. He's not a team captain. He's not a team player. It's all about me when it comes to Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins may not be the biggest bust in NFL history, but he's the biggest bust in the last decade.
Dwayne Haskins was voted a captain. Dwayne Haskins was loved by his teammates, believe it or not. And you just attacked the man and said he had no friends. I feel insulted for him. I mean, Dwayne Haskins, listen, what he struggles to do on the football field should not lead to a character assassination by you, where he shouldn't be around in the NFL any longer. I mean, this guy had nobody to learn from. Alex Smith was waiting in the wings.
Hold on. Can I stop?
No, you cannot. Pause. Okay? Alex Smith is waiting there. He's in recovery. He's not there to help him necessarily. He's there to get better and get his job back. Dwayne Haskins has had non-stable coaching. Ron Rivera came in and basically said he didn't want Dwayne Haskins, brought in his own guy in Kyle Allen. There was never a point in which a coach truly believed in Dwayne Haskins. He is getting the Josh Rosen treatment without being consistently released by multiple teams. I mean, that's really where we are at this point in time.
First of all, Alex Smith, he knows his role in the NFL. He's known it ever since he wasn't a 49er. You know what he did when he got to Kansas City? He started for a year, and then he taught Patrick Mahomes in the background. Guess what Dwayne Haskins never did? He never sought out the help from Alex Smith on how to lead an NFL team. He didn't want that. He thought he could do it all on his own. He thought he was better than everybody else. That's why he never deserves to be on an NFL team again. If you think you're better than everybody else, you don't deserve to be here. This is a privilege, all right? You can't just expect that everything needs to be given to you. Dwayne Haskins needs to really take a step back and look at himself in the mirror, because he has no idea what it takes to be an elite player in the NFL. He may think he does, but he really doesn't. Alex Smith taught Patrick Mahomes, who is a top quarterback in the league, gonna end up being a top quarterback of all time one day. If it wasn't for Alex Smith, we might not have Patrick Mahomes. But if Dwayne Haskins used Alex Smith like Patrick Mahomes did, maybe Dwayne Haskins would still have a job.
I don't like comparing Dwayne Haskins and Patrick Mahomes because, again, they're completely different, and there's not a lot of similarities with their play styles at all. My contention is that Alex Smith was there to win his starting job, not corral a young quarterback into the starting position away from him. I think that Dwayne Haskins made some mistakes, but I don't want to root for the man to never have another job in the NFL again. I think that's
Listen, I'm not saying,
ridiculous.
I am not saying I hope that he just never has success in life again. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he needs to get himself better before he can ever see an NFL field again. And I don't know if that can ever happen. It's going to take him so much time. He'll need to develop in another league. He does not deserve to see another field. You mentioned Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen has had some bad luck in the NFL, but he has not done anything like Dwayne Haskins. He was never a team leader, but he still never went to gentlemen's clubs or did anything off the field that would hurt his teammates. That's why Josh Rosen may be bouncing around the league, but he's still in the league. Dwayne Haskins needs to check himself. He needs to get help, and he's not going to do that in the NFL. There's no team out there that should give him the time of day.
Wow. I don't know that Dwayne Haskins pissed in your cereal, because you're a little harsh on him. I just don't see it that way. I don't want to beat a dead horse here. Dwayne Haskins is not the biggest bust in NFL history. You want a bigger bust, you look at Ryan Leaf, you look at Johnny Manziel, you look at some of these quarterbacks where an entire franchise was leaning on them, and they were set back another 10, 15 years. I think at that point, he may be up there in the most recent years, but as of right now, he's not a biggest bust in NFL history, and his storybook's not over yet. I hope we do see him in the NFL again. So I'd like him to continue telling that story.